Hi, I am so glad you're here. Put yourself a cup, get cozy. I have something to tell you, but just between us. Once upon a time, there were two families. One was dull and quiet, the other was loud and lively. In the first house, no one ever raised their voice, slammed the door, or left an empty coffee mug on the table. The second was so rowdy, you had to shout just to get a word in, and so many guests would pile in for lunch that they'd quickly run out of mugs. The first family was mine, the second belonged to my ex-husband. We lived on neighboring streets, yet in different galaxies. Sometimes I think it wasn't so much the man I fell for, but his family. I loved their openness, their easygoing nature, and their sincerity. Even their house, so simple and cozy in its clutter, felt more like home than my own. I loved the rowdy dinners where they thoughtfully slide the best cuts of meat onto my plate. The only thing was, their table didn't just groan under the weight of food, it was awash with drink. Katusha, why aren't you drinking anything? They asked. A bit of cognac, maybe? No? Here, let me run out and grab some champagne for you. I didn't want cognac or wine or anything stronger, and I don't even like champagne, thank you very much. I'm not sure how one fails to enjoy champagne, but clearly I'm the one missing out. Back home, I might have half a glass of wine at Christmas, and even then it was more out of tradition than desire. At our house, lunch was served with lemon and mint water. At theirs, it was cold beer. Why isn't she drinking anything? They wondered. Why the long face? Did someone upset her? Katyusha, tell me who bothered you. We'll straighten them out right now. God forbid anyone would upset her. She's our girl, our beloved second child, they would say. And I really was their beloved child. They embraced me from day one, even though I was weird and nothing like them, quiet, sober, always buried in a book, and unable to tell a potato plant from a weed in the garden. But no one ever held my quirks against me. There was never a happier black sheep in any flock. It would have been a fairy tale, but life had other plans. From the very beginning, there were three of us in our marriage, me, him, and a can of beer. I work like a dog all day. Can't I even relax in the evening? My husband would snap. What's the big deal? It's not like he's drinking vodka, my mother-in-law would say, blinking innocently. One little beer won't hurt him. One beer always turned into 2 and then 10. I grew quieter, fretful, and thick with resentment, like a cornered fox. I cursed whoever invented alcohol and spat at every drunk I passed on the street. I stopped going to parties and banned any gatherings at home. If his parents wanted to visit, fine, but there would only be coffee and cake, no bottles allowed. How's that? My father-in-law asked, genuinely baffled when I laid down the law on the eve of my birthday. Not even a little glass to celebrate, it just does not feel right. I wanted to snap back that his son didn't look particularly right after his 10th beer either, but this was my wonderful, wholesome family, and I was their beloved daughter. So as usual, I bit my tongue. My mother-in-law tried to fight the strange new rules by throwing me surprise parties at every opportunity. I found out about one by accident, thanks to her younger son. Halfway home from the university, I hopped off my bus, caught another one, and went to stay the night at Mom's place. The party went on anyway, but my mother-in-law was deeply offended. Years went by, but it never got any easier. I was repulsed by the yeasty, boozy stench in the rooms, the overflowing trash cans, and the thunderous snoring of the man lying next to me. I was the only one who felt disgusted and started to think there was something wrong with me. What's the big deal? It's not like he's drinking vodka, right? Eventually, vodka crept in, followed by every other kind of liquor. Along with them came aggression, cruelty, indifference, and a total lack of care. There was drunk driving, dishes smashed by shaking hands, and vomit stains on the living room rug. For some reason, I believed to the very end that his family wouldn't let me be mistreated. I thought they would always love me more than him. The good girl, the straight A student, the beloved daughter they were so loud and proud of. They were my lifebuoy in a swamp of despair, and it was only out of deep respect and gratitude for them that I reached for that lifebuoy so late when there was nothing left to save. Look at this, I say, showing my mother-in-law those round blue bruises on my wrists, marks from the fingers of a mindless beast. This isn't just a habit anymore, it's a disease. He needs a proper detox clinic and professional help to get his head straight. He won't listen to me. You have to talk to him. Panic flickers in her beautiful blue eyes. Desperate not to believe me, she still knows I'm telling the truth. Her beloved daughter wouldn't lie. Any second now she should be horrified, maybe burst into tears or start shaking. She should be gathering me into her arms, promising she won't let him do this to me because it's just so wrong. Instead, she only says, "You're too soft with him, you should have been firmer." Now it's my turn to doubt my own ears. But I know she's being sincere. She actually believes it. She thinks her son wouldn't drink if only he had a stricter wife. I don't ask her for anything else. I don't expect anything anymore. To them, my decision to divorce was a bolt from the blue. His mother seemed to have completely forgotten that one uncomfortable conversation. She followed me around like a frightened puppy, repeating over and over, "But what's the reason? What's wrong?" There was a whole list of reasons, but no point in spelling them out. So I just gave her what she wanted to hear. "I'm unhappy. It's me, not him." That seemed to calm her down, and she finally let it go. Of course, there will still be many tears, scandals, and ugly moments, but those won't be shared with guests at the table. Instead, they'll just talk about the difficult ex-wife who was impossible to please. Everything was fine, they'll say, until something just snapped in her head and she packed her bags. Well, let her go. Good riddance. She was always like a black sheep anyway. Because in a proper family, you love your own. You don't just throw them away. As it was, so it is, and so it shall remain. My cup is empty and it's time to get back to reality. Thank you so much for listening to my Tea Time Whispers.